In the previous 3 sections, we have covered elements of planning and preparation in the first phase, implementation and monitoring in the second phase, and then evaluation and documentation in the third phase. In this fourth phase, I would like to cover an important question, which is a call to action, cover something of the conclusion, and refer to the tools and the resources that would be available for campaign managers. What we have just covered isn't just a theory. I would call it a practical roadmap towards a successful campaign. As we end this course on the principle of mass immunization campaigns or supplemental immunization campaigns or SIAs, let's try to connect the dots. At the heart of a successful mass campaign, there must be a clear understanding of the situation on the ground. Let us always remember the power of strong situational analysis, goal setting, a clear objective known by all stakeholders and actors in the campaign, and microplanning, which we covered previously. These are not just check boxes, they are our launchpad for the targeting of the right population and allocating the necessary resources where they are needed most. To succeed, they need trust. Trust doesn't come from a policy paper. It actually comes from the people, the communities who are the recipient of the service. Building trust means actively involving local leaders, community influencers, and frontline health workers right from the planning stage through to the delivery. These are the people who know their communities best, and they are essential allies in countering misinformation, as well as tailoring communication to the local culture and context. Every campaign is also an opportunity to strengthen the routine immunization systems, which can spark long-term improvements if we design that mass campaigns actually contribute to improving health systems. That means identifying gaps, reinforce the system, and making sure those improvements don't fade once the campaign ends. The other element we covered is training and supervision. These are not optional. They are foundational to success as well as long-term sustenance of impact. Such training, cascade-style training, ensures that the knowledge flows down to the next level and to all levels as appropriate. Daily monitoring keeps our finger on the pulse, so to say, and structured supervision supports our teams in real time. This is how we uphold quality and catch issues before they become problems, which we say problem solving. And finally, we cannot improve what we don't examine or review or count. Post-campaign reviews should be led at high level as possible, should be inclusive and honest with transparency, given the enormous resources that might have come from various contributors, and also if we are to build long-term connection with the communities who are the recipients. They should bring in stakeholders and share data and campaign information whose findings should be published, and most importantly, act on the lessons learned. That's how we turn experience into future strategy. To support all this, we have put together a folder of tools, templates, and resources to help you to put these principles into practice. Whether you are designing training modules, conducting a situational analysis, or preparing for your next post-campaign review, you will need these elements that we have mentioned above. You will find everything from the supervisory checklist to communication and planning guides in here. So please, let's take these principles forward, not just as best practices or theoretical ideas in the air, but as commitments. Because when we do this well, it is not just about numbers, it's about the trust, building systems, and ultimately lives saved. I am Dr. Robert Kezala, and I look forward to your and your community's success. Thank you. Asante sana.